Hi ladybugs, I'm going to show you, it's Yolanda, welcome to my channel. I'm going to show you how I made this using one of these normal envelopes. And then I thought, you know what, when I was preparing for the tutorial, that I'm very short of these envelopes. So there's got to be another way to do it, which there is, of course, which I am going to show you. So what I did, instead of using, let me show you here, I've already prepped the papers. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your envelope, okay, and then you are going to cut just this top piece so that it opens like that. So where's that envelope I had? I'm sure you get the picture. Here it is. So you've got this, and then you're going to cut that so that it opens and you have this flap here. See? And then you have that. This one's really torn apart. You can see I've reinforced it. So that's all you're going to do. So what I did is with this, I just got a piece of project board paper or cardstock, a little bit thicker than copy paper, and I just cut it to 7 inches again. Yeah, 7 1/4. So the length is a 7 1/4 because this envelope, they're normally 9 inches. But I don't want mine so long because it doesn't fit in a A5 journal nicely. So again, no specific measurements for this or how I cut it. But I will tell you what I did. This is 2 1/2. So that's 2 1/2 inches, and then of course this comes to 4 3/4. Then I created my own little window here, and I did sort of use these measurements, and this is normally 3 1/2, more or less. What am I saying? 1 1/2 or 1 3/4 actually, by almost 3 1/2. But you can make it any size you want. If you want a wider window, then you just cut it wider. And then I put acetate on the back. I just glued it on with, I used tape. I find it's better to use tape on that. And it's this will be on the inside, so you're not going to see it. And then what I did, so this is your basic, like so. This comes out, and you can put whatever you like in there. I've just added some odd bits and pieces. And in the back, I've used for a tuck spot. So that goes in there. And then one of your tags acts as your closure. So you're going to put that in there, and then there is your closure. Very simple. So just to show you now, I've already cut out the piece to go all the way down. So I'm just quickly going to glue it. I'm not going to do any distressing on this. Don't really need it actually on the inside, but if you want to distress it, then you need to do it before you glue it down. So let's just do that. So just in case you're running out of envelopes, like I am, you can use anything to do it with. Any paper that's lying around, scrapbook paper, anything. So that's down. Let me just trim it here on this side, like so. So that when there's nothing in it, oh, what's that? There's nothing in it, it's still got a pretty picture for you to look at. I've got some glue on there. And then for that, now this one, let me just see here. I want this bee on here. So all I'm going to do once again is glue and cut. I don't even measure. Oh, wait a minute. Before you do that, hang on. Where is it? Like this piece can go in here. That'll do. just to go across. So let's just put some glue. A piece from the collection. That's fine. Just cut any excess off. And then you also want a piece to go down on the bottom, and I did have one somewhere. Here it is. Once again, I'm just going to put some glue, put a piece down, make sure it sticks, and then I trim it. And you can go on the back, turn it over, and trim. There we go. Let's get that. I want those pieces. Right, so you do your bottom pieces or your side pieces first. I suppose I can glue this down, or I could have just trimmed it. Really doesn't matter. Now I'm going to put glue all the way. Look, you can also, if you want to be really particular, measure and cut out one piece to put on there, but you know what, that's too finicky for me. I'm too lazy to do that, so I'm doing it in bits and pieces. And let's just make sure I've got glue right up to the edge of the window, which I do, and right to the top there. Fabulous. There we go. And trim. And trim it that way. See, it's already taking shape. How nice is that looking? Just make sure all my ends and corners and everything are down. See? And then, where's the piece I had for here? Here it is. Sort of more or less prep that to go on this side. Once again, I'm just going to glue it down. Got a bit of glue there on my window. Right to the corner, and down it goes. I'd like this flower showing. There we go. And trim it. You can use this now also as a floating pocket, or you can stick it down. If you're going to stick it down, then obviously you're not going to decorate the back. I mean, that is already looking so fabulous. And I'll clean my window afterwards. Says me cleaning it now. And of course you don't need to do anything there. Then you just put, because we're going to glue that on to make a pocket. So your choice, envelope or just make one from scratch. We're not getting so much mail now, you know, it's a shame. I think I have to ask my next door neighbor for her envelopes, because I'm really very short used envelopes, you know. I mean, I can always go and buy, but no, what's the point of doing that? And then here, I thought this is actually like a bookmark from this paper. So look at that, so pretty. So this one I'm going to kind of collage on, and I want this bee here. Yes. So all I'm going to do, glue it on here, see where I want it to go, right to the edge, and then I'll add more glue. I've got to keep putting the lid on because you know this glue really dries fast. Once again, trim it. And then when I've done that, I'm going to show you the other way that I did it. So keep watching. Right, I need to put a little bit more glue on here. Actually, it's okay. It's okay. Then we can do like a... see, that's not... It's not okay. Let's just put some glue down here. Right, to my corners. And then let's put, I quite like that one there. Let's put that down. I'm going to use the top half of this. Ooh, I just got a nice little breeze. It's very hot here in Pretoria. I can't even go for a swim because I'm not 100% unfortunately. Yo, I'm liking. Cut that off. Very simple, very easy to do. Just another way to use your envelopes or make new ones, make new ephemera from scratch. And then we need a piece. What can we do down this middle? How about, no, I still think we need a piece going down there. That's pretty, huh? Let's put that down. I am trying to decide, oh, you know what we can also use there? Washi tape. What washi tape have I got on my desk? I've also got this, but it doesn't really go. No, I'm not going to put that. I don't really want to ham and hard too much. So let's just cut this. You can see I'm not being too serious about it. So afterwards I'm probably going to go and do some distressing, and kind of like that. You can also emboss this afterwards if you want, before or afterwards. I think afterwards, or maybe emboss one corner of it. Let's do it this way. And then we can always look at that, looking so pretty. I am going to put this whole thing down because I've cut out a few of these butterflies. I cut the antenna off because, you know, they're so thin, it's difficult. I could draw them in as well if I really wanted to, but I'm not going to. How about that? Look at that. I could even put another one with some foam in here, which I think would be very nice. So you know what I'm going to do, which I'll do that later. I'll put a double one. Do I have foam close by? I've got this stuff. You know what, I can do it. Why not? Let's do it. So what I'm going to do, you know that 3D spongy stuff? Here it is. So more or less I think here's fine. Let's just cut it like that, and then I'm going to cut it lengthways and stick it on here. which is slightly too much there, but that's me just being a little bit fussy. Yeah, I'm liking it. That way it'll stand up, stand out. Don't really have to put glue actually, but anyway. So now I'm going to put this guy right on top of this one. So it gives me a little bit of a 3D, and you know, if I really wanted to, I could even do, looks very nice with the 3. I'm going to do 3 strips, 3 butterflies. I don't want that, I want something a bit longer. This one you can see, whoop, too much, huh? Come here, let's measure. Okay, let's put you back on there. And there we go. Take that strip off. You can use this one. On there. Oh, did you see that? I'm so clever. But it's not a problem. I'll show you what I'm going to do. A little bit of glue on the part where it tore off. And don't you dare stick there. No, you won't. Show you what I'm going to do. Because everything can be fixed. So let's put this one on top. Looking really nice. It is going to make it a little bit bulky in the actual journal when it comes to it, but you know me, my journals also are always bulky anyway. I can get it off. There we go. Huey. You know when your glasses, you know it's hot when your glasses steam up, huh? Okay, let's put this guy. Of course I could have just put a completely new one, but this will do. There we go. Look at that. And there we have my 3D butterfly, which is just fabulous. So now what I'm going to do, yeah, there we go. Here we still need to put something in there. Let's put this away. I think this one I am just going to, I'm going to cut this. So pretty, so pretty. I'm going to put it right there and mark it. Let's give it a cut on my machine, on my cutter. Look at that, fabulous. I probably should have done that before I stuck my 3D guy on, but it is done. And then if I need to trim anything, I'll trim it once I've glued it. You can also collage the whole thing if you want. You don't have to use, you know, one big piece of paper. Just collage it. More of this and we're done. Look at that. Almost done. What is that there? There's some lump underneath that. I think it's just a piece of glue. How fabulous is that? Let's just trim it. little bit more glue in this corner. No, it's sticking down. And that is looking, I think it's looking stunning. I'm going to do a little bit of, there we go, look at that. Beautiful. Just dressing now. Can't help but distress. I find it very hard not to. I don't know if you guys are like that. Of course, it also depends on the kind of journal you're doing. But just how pretty is that? I suppose let's do this one. Lovely. And I'm going to do this as a floating pocket because I just find they're so they're interactive, and it's really nice to have journals with interactive pull out some pages and pockets and tuck spots and etc. So there we go. How's that looking? So pretty. So on the back, and then I suppose I can just do a little bit there. You can even do stenciling. I've got this one handy. What if I use a little bit of this here? Just to show you. Look at that. See? Is that nice or what? How about doing some here? Yeah, I like it. I'm going to do a tiny bit in the bottom and a little bit here. I'm really liking that. So on the back, this one unfortunately doesn't fit, but again I want this B. So I'm just going to cut it. Yep. Like so. Lay that down. I'm going to be doing a B journal, but I'm thinking of doing it like page by page, and doing it with you to give you some ideas for your pages. That is cool. Look at that. There it is. And then of course we need something for there, and I think I'm just going to use this piece. Definitely. Yeah. So I'm just going to, once again. So I've got some, they're not done yet, and I don't think I'm going to sit and do them in front of you, but that will act as your closure. And I did have another card to put in there, or maybe I just glue this, but look how pretty. Let's say I'm going to glue that on there. Then you've got your, look how pretty that makes it. So you can put your tag in there, you open it, and you can put whatever else you want. I've got some tags handy here inside. You can probably put 2 or 3, and then, like I said, this will be your closure, another tag, or a big journal card. Look at that. It kind of hides the butterfly, but that's okay. And then if you want, you can leave this plain. You can do a pocket on here. This one, I just used a tag to make a tuck spot on the back, and then I just put a piece of paper there, you know. So maybe I'll use one of these. That also looks quite nice there. What if I make her... Oh, but I don't want to hide my bee. No. Unless I put it there. Haha. This one, you know what? Fits perfectly. And that will make like a belly band. Don't even have to do anything. So you have options. Tuck spot on the side. Well, you can do anything. You can make a corner thing. Just going to quickly do this. Or you can make a type of belly band to put on the back. There we go. Let's put that up here so my bee is not covered. And then I will most likely have to make a nice tag to fit in here. Let's just use this one of my blank ones. And look at that. How cool is that? And for a change, there's no fabric or lace or anything on there. Right. Before I end now, I hope you enjoyed this. So saying you don't need to use an envelope. All I did was use a digital collection. It's, you know, part of this one, A4. And I cut it wider. And then I got clever because, you know, sometimes I can be really, really clever. So since instead of using an envelope, you can use whatever you want to cut out your window. I use these from Sizzix, the bigger one. Yeah. And then I cut I haven't joined it. My acetate, glued it onto the back. And when I cut this, when I cut out the window, I had my flap this way. So I kind of caught the end there, which I thought was quite nice. And again, this one. And then I had this is the side seam. So this one, I'll give you the measurements, just in case you want them, but make them any size you want. Let me just put that aside. So this whole thing measures 9.5. Okay, 9.5 inches across, and I think it's again 7. It's actually 6 3/4. So 9.5 by 6 3/4 plus a 3/4 extra for the flap there. And then I had to cut this, can you see that, out? Otherwise it would have shown there, wouldn't have looked very nice. So I just want to add another piece of paper inside, so you're not looking at the white paper. And which one am I going to use? Probably this one. It's very, very nice. I actually like that. Let's just do that. And when you do that as well, I'm just going to cut off that border there. It strengthens the paper, because this is just copy paper now that I'm using. Okay, because I printed this kit onto copy paper. So once again, just do your little measurement like so. And I said it's 6 and whatever, but I'm just going to cut there. I like that green, you see, so I want that green to show. Yeah, 6 3/4. So that will go there. So if you've got another fancy frame type thing to use, a die cut, just use it. You can use a heart-shaped one. I almost used a heart-shaped one, but then I went for this. So once again, it's the same thing, except I haven't cut this yet. So I've already put my paper, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to cut this to open it to make that flap. No measuring, just wherever you want it, wherever the picture is. So let's do it. There we go. So now I've cut it to make that flap. Oh, the wind, now it's blowing everything. Okay. And let's put this one on. So it's the same thing. Okay, but this one I added my 1/4" tab there, or fold. On the other one there is no fold. Let's just put this down. There we go. Not quite straight there, but it really doesn't matter. You're not going to see it. This is just to make the inside nice. So you've got something pretty to look at. Then I am going to, let's just fold that again, glue it down. And I am going to glue it down from here, because I'm not going to glue this part, right? So that'll go from there. To more or less there. Uh-oh. Yeah. Then of course we're going to cut this off here, and you're going to cut that off. Just like that. Very, very pretty in the journal they will look. Then you can do this part. I could even leave this, in fact I'll do that just to, just to show you as a little tuck spot. So I'm just wiping away the glue there and putting it on these two there. So it's exactly the same thing. That's too big. This is the frame, which can be used for something else. Let's put this one. So we can use that as a tuck spot and maybe make a big tag for the back, let's say. So there you have it. And then of course a little bit of distressing. So it's basically the same thing, just using this time the copy paper instead of the postboard that I used on the other one, but exactly the same, but with a fancy little window there. And then of course this will also be covered. Can't have that uncovered. So what I've done now on this one, I added some a piece of doily that I cut out, and this guy. And to show you what that is, it's this little thing which I cut out. Hang on, I've got stuff on there, which I cut out using the Sizzix Baroque icon, and this is a decorative finial. So yeah, so which one was this? This one is the decorative finial. Yeah, it's this one here. They're really cute little things. So they emboss and cut. And then I used my wax cream, metallic wax. What color is this? Can't even see the color. Sweet rose, I think it says. Yeah, sweet rose with this. And I just went over it, and that's all I did. And I also used the walnut stain before that. Just to, in fact, I think I'm going to put, yeah, just a little bit more there. I cut out another butterfly, stuck it on there, a sentiment, which is from this little pack, Briarwood Rosies, foil stickers. Put that on there. So let's just put that aside, and hang on, and there's one more thing I want to do. On the back of this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick this tag here. You don't have to, you can leave it plain or you can put a pocket, but I want to make these floating pockets, or you can stick it down into your journal as well if you want. So that is going there. Let's just press it down. Nicely. And this journal card will go in here. And I also used, you saw me use this already, the stencil. Let's just put the top on that. I used that part of it, as you can see, over here and over here. And then, you know, I love my little script, and I'm just going to add a little bit more. Let's do it here. Let's do another one there. And I think we should do it here too. Yeah, like that. Just a little bit. There we go. You know, you can get carried away, eh? And I made the tag to go in it. Just a normal tag. So this now opens out. And you have your window pocket. And I have a little bit out there. More journaling cards. This one I just stuck on because you know the paper was very thin, the copy paper, so I stuck it on a thicker paper, and again I used my stencil, and I think I should use just, that's it. There we go. So that can be written on. And this is also a sentiment from the same briarwood. It's really nice. They've got some nice stuff, look. Really nice. I like it. I can't remember where I bought this. Where did I buy this? I don't know. Oh well. Anyway, okay, so that goes in here. So you've got your pretty background. It goes in there, and that closes. And of course you want your tag for the closure, or you can use a paper clip, but I think a tag looks much nicer. And that goes in there, and in the back you got your extra tuck spot. So there we have these two, made with an envelope, made with just a piece of paper, and made with digital paper. And that one, obviously, I forgot about that. I need to go and finish that. So there we have three very nice pieces of ephemera to put in your journal. And let's just put that back. So that's it for today. And if you liked it, don't forget to just click that that like button, and to share it. I would love it if you shared this as well. And subscribe at the bottom. Ciao guys, I will see you again soon. Bye now.